Well, there's a new book in town. One of the problems that writers, publishers have is how do you sell a book? How do you market a book and sell it very well? That's the tricky part of the book project. Well, there's a new book in town that addresses that issue, and it was written by one of the foremost experts in the field, Dare Oluwatuyi. He has been a guest on this show. He needs very little introduction, but then enjoy this report as he launched his new book, which addresses that big problem of how to get a book selling out there.
Stakeholders in the Nigerian book ecosystem gathered to celebrate the chairman of Nigerian Book Fair Trust, Dare Oluwatuyi, as he launched his second book, The Fine Art of Bookselling. The author, who is also the president of the Booksellers Association of Nigeria and managing director of the first bookshop in Nigeria, CSS Bookshops Limited, in this fascinating new book outlines first-hand accounts of bookselling experiences and dynamics in Nigeria.
We should stop exporting our big brains.
In her remarks, the Chief Executive Officer of FAE Limited, Layo Bakari Okewu, encouraged the government and citizens to look beyond the oil industry and venture into the paper milling industry.
To the federal government, we want paper research institutes. Yes, I know raw material research is there, but the paper industry is big enough to have the paper research institutes. If we can make paper in Nigeria, the printers, the publishers, everybody, the paper converters will all laugh home. Don't let us look at it that the paper mill is a huge investment. Start like Egypt. Egypt has over 25 paper mills. And look at the population of Egypt. These are the population of Nigeria. So I want us to get interested. As for me, I don't have anywhere to go. I love my country. And I'm sure our industry will back again.
The lead consultant, Double O Communications, Dr. Olayinka Oyegbile, while reviewing the book, explained why readers need to explore the new book.
The Fine Art of Bookselling, Reflections of Nigeria's Industry Stakeholders. Mr. Michael Oluwadare Oluwatuyi has distilled into moving words the history, challenges, prospects, and future of knowledge in our changing world. In 8 readable chapters, the author has done a great service to the knowledge industry from a Nigerian point of view without neglecting the need to look outward and how to make our society better.
And straight to the unveiling of the book.
As we are unveiling this book today, for those who are interested in becoming a bookseller, we find this book very, very useful, and will be, at the end of the day, better testimonies.
Dignitaries at the occasion analyzed the book and spoke on the action plan that will follow suit.
Incidentally, the new Copyright Act gives us the powers to regulate not just production, but also the selling, the warehousing of books. And we'll be working with booksellers and publishers to see how to craft that regulation to ensure that it's not just anyone that has a space that will be selling books. There must be some minimum regulation of where books are sold, how books are sold, and there must be minimum documentation to ensure that pirates do not take over this market. So we'll do everything to help to organize the business, and hopefully that will give some comfort to Mr. Oluwatuyi.
Oluwatuyi is a very diligent staff, a very honest staff, dedicated to his work, and is a very reliable Nigerian, one of the Nigerians that should have been our leaders. He has done very well for us in the sense that he has captured a lot of information that the booksellers should have, especially when it comes to standardization, that we should have standards. In this country, we don't have standard about the book business, okay? And so what he's asking for is saying, look, let there be an institute of bookselling.
I've known the author now for about 20 years. And during those periods, as has been said by so many people, has proven to be resilient, straightforward, highly disciplined, and highly organized.
I think he's a brave man to take this tangent, because ordinarily when you ask yourself, when you want to get into a project and you do a feasibility, you ask yourself, who is going to read me? Who is going to buy me? You know, but sometimes you don't even get the full value until many years after. So I think it's an important and a brave one. It needed to be done. And I think the fact that he has gone, he should be commended for stepping out to do it.
Although some people had earlier embarked on the journey of telling the history of bookselling in the past, the author spoke on his motives for writing the book.
I determined to do this, one, to document the history of bookselling in Nigeria. Like I said, when I came into the industry over 30 years ago, I've been hearing the history from one hand to the other. And I realized that the people that are telling the story are dying. And I feel that it will come the time that I will not have the story from the people that knows, that have the facts. So I said, before they all leave, and before I too leave, let me document the history of bookselling in Nigeria. Though the book is beyond the history, it also woven together the relationship between the publisher, the booksellers, the printers, the librarian, and the authors. You know, these are the people that make the ecosystem in Nigeria. And I've tried to see in a way to bring all these stakeholders together in that book and to have something for posterity.
The Fine Art of Bookselling, Reflections of Nigeria's Industry Stakeholders, is a commendable attempt at opening up the bookselling trade to the public, especially as it concerns Nigeria.